geared towards profits. I think if you go back and look at any of the past returns from the big carriers, they typically have about a 6% margin. So that's about 6 cents, 14% or 14 cents for administration, and 80 cents, which would actually go towards care. As it relates to policing that, that is a federal filing issue, and so there are numerous provisions in place as carriers do submit their information that's audited and that those lines of demarcation are met. I think what you've seen already since that has kicked in, there have actually been rebates going out to consumers. So if carriers do have an experience whereby claims costs were exceedingly low, let's say it was even below the 80% mark, that money no longer just goes into the bank for them. They actually have to issue that back out as a rebate to consumers. And I know in the past year alone, there was well over $1 billion in rebates that went out to policyholders in plans that had an MLR ratio below that 80% mark. So that's the primary mechanism. I would have assumed that would have gotten more attention. Insurance carriers giving out rebates is kind of a strange phenomenon, but that is here to stay, and that's the primary means.
Who gets rebated, the government or the insurance exchange people?
It goes directly to the beneficiary. So if you're in the plan and your plan is experiencing that phenomenon, it goes right to you.
Right, but once the health insurance exchange kicks in, these people are presumably subsidized at some level.
Oh, it actually still goes right back out to the individual, to the best of my knowledge. Okay. And just to be clear, too, the insurance exchange, we are not a fiduciary agent in any way, shape, or form. We are not collecting cash. We're not holding money in escrow. All physical cash or payment transactions are between individuals and carriers.
Back there.
Yes, thanks, Jason. And this was interesting from a consumer point of view, explaining the program, but from a primary care office, this really does not give me enough information to make a decision on whether I'm going to join these plans. So I guess my question is maybe to Mark or to someone else, is there going to be an opportunity or a forum to have the carriers, the insurance providers who are going to have plans in this exchange to address the medical community out there, or are we all on our own to go negotiate a contract for our own offices?
Well, we actually invited a lot of the carriers for today, but only one carrier is going to speak, and they'll be next, and it's the non-for-profit group. So
that's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign, but maybe we can entice them to come at a later date and have another discussion. Is there anyone else with that? Yes.
Is there a threshold of providers the carriers have to have, both primary care and specialists, in order to sell insurance on the exchange? And it dovetails with that lady's question and concern, which is ours as well, because we're not really being informed, we're just getting letters in, out, and we really don't feel that it's a very good communication for us, the providers. And if so, what is the threshold of number of physicians that they have to have on their panel?
So there are network adequacy standards that are in place as part of the rules of engagement with carriers. So they're going to need to ensure that they cover certain percentages of hospitals, physicians, etc. I don't have those numbers here on the top of my head, but I can tell you that they are very robust. And certainly through this forum, I can actually circulate those specific numbers to this group so you can see what those look like. I know that the issue I think that you're raising is an interesting one,